Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. James here. So one of the questions I get a lot is that there are hundreds and thousands of stocks out there. How do we narrow them by using a stock screener? So while there are many premium stock screeners out there like Share Investor, FinViz, Stock Rover, and Simply Wall Street, I believe there are three big problems that retail investors like you and me face. So firstly, most of them are more of global screeners and they filter mainly for US stocks instead of our local Singapore stocks. Okay, then secondly, you may be paying a price that exceed the value that you can get from screening the stocks itself, right? And lastly, many other screeners out there have very limited or useful fields like the one you can see in the SGX screener itself. There's only 14 simple selection criteria in SGX screener. Okay, so hence in this video I'm going to share with you 3 free stock screeners which are suitable to screen for Singapore stocks and have much more criteria for you to play around with. But before we begin, okay, I would appreciate if you can help me tap the like button and subscribe to my channel as I'll be coming out with more of such videos. So without further ado, let's dive in. Okay, so the first stock screener that I want to share with you is Yahoo Finance. Okay, Yahoo Finance can have many types of screener, but let's say we go for equity screener here. Okay, once you select that, you can come down to the bottom, okay, where you can input all the filters that you want. Firstly, I want to go for Singapore stocks, so I will unselect the US one and go for Singapore. All right. Next up, I want to select small and mid cap. So what I want to do is actually to filter for smaller dividend growth stocks. All right. Okay, what I'm going to do is to remove the price intraday as well as the sector. Okay, then over here, I'm going to add another filter. Okay, so dividend growth stocks. What I want is to add this forward dividend yield. All right. And also, let's say we have PEG. All right, PEG. Let me search for it. Okay, so this one, the valuation matrix is price divided by earnings to growth. So PEG ratio. And maybe if let's say we want to go for dividend stocks, we want it not to have too much debt. Okay, so what you can do is to add the debt divided by equity percentage as well. Okay, and just cross it away. And let's say I want dividend yield to be between 2 to 10%. Okay, not too much, because too much dividend yield, you know what happens to Asian Pay television trust, right? So it's important not to have too much of dividend yield or like StarHub, and eventually they will come back down. All right, so PEG tentatively, usually people go for less than 1 times, but I'll just stretch it a bit to less than 2 times. Okay, and last but not least, the debt to equity ratio, we want it to be less than 1 times to be on the safe side. And what you can do after that is to click on the find stocks button. Okay, so what we have are 9 stocks over here. Okay, we have Great Eastern, Venture Corp, Hapa Corporation, all these big names, and we have some other small companies like Powermatic Data, Global Investments, Global Palm Resources. And assuming, let's say, if you like this list, okay, what you can do is actually to do more research on the individual company. You can just click on the one over here. Let's say I select Hapa Corporation, and over here you can check out their market cap, P ratio. You can even go to the financials or look at their share price chart. All right. So with that, okay, I will go and jump over to the second stock screener. The second stock screener I'm going to share with you is investing.com. Okay, over here you can go to the website and then you head over to markets. Then you go to stocks and go for stock screener. So once you do that, okay, you will be redirected here, whereby by default is selecting the US, okay, market. So hence you can change it to Singapore, and then we have only Singapore market, so don't need to change this. Okay, for this stock screener itself, I'm going to share with you on how to screen for REITs itself. Okay, so for the sector wise, I'm going to select real estate. Okay, then moving on to the criteria over here, you can see that there are a few different types of criteria. The popular ones, ratios, price, fundamental, and dividends. Okay, for this one, I'm going to go for ratios. For REITs itself, what a lot of people look at is price to book. Price to book for the most recent quarter. All right. And preferably, I want it to be below 1 times. And of course, it has to be more than 0 lah. Okay. All right. And then moving on, the next criteria to select is dividend. All right, dividends, dividend yield percentage. Okay, so for this, I want it to be at least 4%, okay, higher or comparable to the percentage that you get from SRS. So at least 4%. And then the last one is to go for price and the percentage change from 52-week low. Because let's say you want to go for REITs or trust in general, you want to buy it when it is like maybe near the 52-week low. So what we're going to do is select this one. All right, then the percentage change from 52-week low, we want it to be um, let's say within a 10% range. Okay, so what you can do is you select 10%. Okay, and then the screener results come out automatically. All right. Okay, give it a while to load. Okay, let me maybe filter it to 5%. Okay, so we have the screener results here. We have 15 stocks and REITs. You can see that some of them are stocks like Hong Lai Hua, LHN, but most of them are, the property developers or the REITs itself. Okay, and if you want to do more research on any particular stock, for example, Fraser Centerpoint Trust, you can simply just click on it. Okay, and then you'll be uh, going to the overview of this Fraser Centerpoint Trust. Okay, take some time to load. You can see the stock price chart over here. You can see their stats. But most importantly, I feel that this ratios tab, okay, under the financials part, is the most insightful. Okay, so let me just select and do a quick demo. Okay, once you select the ratios tab, okay, you can see all the ratios of the company as compared to the industry itself. All right. So let's say for Fraser Centerpoint Trust, you want to go for price to book. It is currently trading at around 1 times, but the industry is slightly more at 1.06 times. So you know that you're getting value right here. Okay. And if you scroll down a bit more, you can see their profitability stats. Okay. Trailing 12 months, the blue color bar is lower than their 5-year average. So with that, okay, let's jump over to the third stock screener now. Okay, so for our third stock screener, I'm going to share with you this website, a very interesting website called Jita. All right, Jita is an investing website based in Thailand. However, they have the technology that analyzes stocks in over 7 countries. And a lot of their services here are for free. All right, so you can actually play around with it. Okay, and what I'm gonna do is, let's say when you go to the home page, right, you're straight away going to look at this explore by country. And what we're gonna do is just click on Singapore. Okay, and straight away you can see a lot of these stocks being sorted by their JITA ranking. So this is their proprietary ranking to sort the wonderful companies at fair prices. All right, so their JITA line compared to the score will be how they gauge whether this stock is undervalued or overvalued. All right, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna use their stock screener, and you can just click on this button over here, filter options. The first few I will just leave it there. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to edit filters. Okay, and there are a lot of things that you can do here. You can search for, let's say, earnings growth, revenue growth. Okay, but there's no drop down, so you cannot see what is inside. But you can search, like, for example, if I want to go for quality dividend stocks. Okay, so right now I'm going to type DIV, and DIV I can see a lot of dividend matrix over here. Let's select dividend yield. Okay, trailing 12 months, as well as the dividend growth rate. Okay, 3 years. So once we do that, we click on update. All right, so you can see these two fields are being populated here. Okay, first of all, let's adjust the criteria. So dividend yield, I may look at around maybe at least 2%. All right, so let's say I drag to 2%, and then the dividend growth rate I also want 2%. Okay, okay, maybe to be more stringent, I put it to 4% dividend yield. Okay, and then I can just save the playlist. All right, and okay, so overall you can see that all these stocks are sorted by the JITA ranking. You can also go for the JITA score. All right, then you can see a lot of interesting stocks like Propnex, Tianjin, Pharma. All right, Riverstone Holdings, even UOB is over here. Okay, Delphi, OCBC, and things like that. And if you, let's say, you want to do more research on a particular stock, and just click on the stock itself. Let's say we talk about Delphi. Okay, this chocolate manufacturer, right? Currently, they have a JITA score of 6.17. Okay, you can see that it's under food products, consumer staples in Singapore. All right, and you can straight away see their related peers. Some of them may be not so relevant, like Old Chunky, but if you look at Zhongxing Fruit and Juice, JB Foods, they are all sort of like manufacturers, so it is somewhat related. Okay, you can see their JITA score increasing as well throughout the years, as well as the different factors that you can actually, come here and take a look yourself. All right. So with that, okay, we've come to the end of this stock screening, where we have already showcased 3 stock screeners. For Delphi, right, we can actually also look at the fact sheet over here. So you can just click on fact sheet. Just now, what we look at is the summary overview. Okay, you can look at the fact sheet, and there are even more. The revenue per share, all the different numbers that they have given you over here. All right, this is usually only a premium service, then you'll be able to get all this data. Okay, you can even go to financial tab. All right, you can go down by the income statement, balance sheet, cash flow, as well as, like, maybe you want to go for annual comparison. All right, you can do it all over here. 2021 to as back as 2017. Okay, with that, we have come to the end of our video. We hope that it has been useful for you. We'll appreciate if you can help to tap the like button and subscribe to our channel. Comment down below if you have any idea on what kind of videos you want us to make, and we will try our best to do it for you. So see you in the next video. Bye.